Hello? Andre? Andre? Good. Well, is it done then? Yes, I'm quite aware that abduction is a criminal offence, but have you done it? No. But forget, he's my son, and I'll do anything I think necessary to protect him. Yes. No, I didn't tell his mother. Look, she wouldn't understand, and neither would you. Any child of mine is in grave danger, serious danger. Yes. What? Yes. Just see to it. No, I don't want to know the details of the adoption. I don't want to know them at all. Now, look, listen. I'm going to send you something. See he gets it when he's 25. You know the rest of the arrangements. Good. Goodbye.
Jim? 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 You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Patrick, that's a new rug. For God's sake, if you have to bring that idiot around here, can't you at least keep him under control?
Oh, it's just a little spill. I'll get a cloth. Do you want to go for a drink?
Yeah, great idea.
Buzz off.
Jesus, Brad, you're accident prone. You're just not going to get on, okay?
I noticed.
Well, where are we going?
How about the pit?
Oh, no. You'll only make a prick of yourself. You're a tosser when you're drunk. Let's face it, you're drunk most of the time.
I know.
Shall I to it?
Oh no, you're gone.
It's back to Big Drell.
Oh no, you're gone.
Two lovers, please, Kate.
Don't want any hassle tonight, Pat.
Just stay out for a couple of drinks.
Alcohol plus gym equals arsehole.
He's got his problems.
We've all got problems. We don't deal with them the way he does.
Yeah, whatever.
Hi.
What can I get you?
A new Hart. You broke my old one. Sorry, no. 2 lagers, please. Bar person. Thank you. How are you then?
Fine.
What's the problem? Aren't I allowed to ask you a civil question now?
I'd love it if you were capable of civility, Jim. All you're capable of is getting drunk and depressed and hassling me.
Still overflowing with compassion, I see.
Stop blaming your past for all your problems.
Meaning?
Meaning, you can't go on using the fact that you were adopted as an excuse for everything.
I need some fresh air.
That was Jim Hart, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yes? Who are you?
Stephen Hall of Peabody Whitaker Associates.
Solicitors. Okay, so who do I owe now?
No one I know of, anyway. Actually, I believe we've got some good news for you. Look, this is obviously not a good time for you. Why don't you call at the office tomorrow and we can have a chat? You've got the address, it's on the card. I've got a slot at 12:30, would that suit you?
Yeah, okay, great.
Great. I'll see you then.
Hi, I'm James Hart. I've got an appointment to see Stephen Hall.
He's expecting you. Go through.
Okay, thanks. Bye. Mr. Hart, glad you could make it. Please, have a seat. Did you have any trouble finding us? It's just that since we moved, a couple of people have walked right by. Right. To cut a long story short, I believe I know who your real father was. Okay, a little background to all of this. One of our specialities here at Whitaker Peabody is tracing inheritances. Families looking for long-lost relatives for financial or personal reasons, that kind of thing. All this is of no interest to you, is it? I'll get to the point. When I was investigating one of these cases, I came across an associated inheritance, your father's. The process of adoption in your case was extremely complicated, surrounded by stipulations, that kind of thing. Your father's deceased, I'm afraid, and it appears that before he died, he took certain measures to ensure that you'd never find out who he was. Let me put my cards on the table, Mr. Hart. This is an instance where I've let my personal feelings sway my professional judgment a little. Put it this way, I had to bend the rules to try and find you. The reason I did this is because I'm adopted myself, and I believe very strongly in the individual's right to know who he or she is.
So, who am I?
Well, your given name was Ian Moss. Your father was Alexander Moss. He was an anthropologist, quite well known in certain circles. Have you heard of him?
No.
The good news is, he was a very wealthy man. Family money, I believe. And as his sole heir, you stand to inherit all of it. Let's see now. No property as such. I imagine he must have been on the move too much to worry about a home. But, considerable assets, certainly.
Considerable? How considerable?
I can't be exact, of course. Most of the money is tied up in long-term securities. But in the region of £900,000. A lawyer bringing good news. I'll be disbarred. Oh, and there's this. As the sole beneficiary, this belongs to you as well. With your permission, I'll begin the appropriate proceedings immediately. We can discuss my fee at a later stage, but I can assure you it won't be much. This has been more pleasure than business. I suggest you go out and celebrate, Mr. Hart.
Jim, you can call me Jim. Listen, I know this is going to sound awful, but is there any chance of an advance on this money? It's just I don't actually have any money to celebrate with.
I think we could manage that. Just remember which company to come to if you ever need legal advice. Hello, Gary. Could we have a cash cheque drawn up, please? For £500? Yes, to my office, please. Thanks.
Thanks.
Good night, Kate.
Night. Night, Bruce.
Bye.
Hi, Jim.
All right.
I've got some papers to produce for tomorrow. Okay. See you later.
Look, before you say anything, let me apologise about last night. I was out of order and you had every right to slap me down. Forgive me, please.
Why should I?
Because Mr. Fluffy thinks you should.
All right, you're forgiven. Shouldn't be blowing all your money on scuffed toys anyway.
I can afford to now that I'm rich.
Oh, you're rich now, are you?
What? You don't believe me? Tell you what, let me buy you dinner and I'll tell you about it. You said I was forgiven.
I don't finish work until 6.
I'll cover for you. No problem. I was just passing through.
Well, that's sorted then.
All right. Do something with these, will you?
Yeah, sure.
Inheritance has been claimed. Let's go then.
Are you all right?
No, not really. It's your fault for getting me drunk last night.
Get off. I've got to go to work. Get off. Do something constructive with you, though. See you later.
And there were rumours he was into field hockey players. I didn't know. I didn't hear any more. Another story. Jim, tell me about Jim. I can't believe this. 900,000.
Well, that's
is that right? Is that? When did we find this out? I mean,
about 3 weeks ago.
just this guy walks into the bar and he says, you know, you're
He
rich.
says he's got a father and he's died and he's left him all his money. I think he wants to buy a car.
A car.
A car.
He wants to buy a
Yeah.
car. 900,000 quid. He wants to buy a car.
He wants to buy.
He could buy a house. He could buy a boat. He could buy a casino. He could buy a
No,
property.
but Jim wants to buy a car.
No imagination. God.
Anybody want a drink?
Jim.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, double Jack Daniels, please.
Oh, yeah, same for me.
What's the matter?
I don't know.
Deep breath, right? Deep breath.
So, is it a good trip down the train?
Nightmare. Nothing headache all the way through. The train is delayed. It's always delayed for me. It always, every time.
Yeah,
But, I mean, sort of trains. What about you? What about this car?
Another game up? Check every room.
You know automatic duck, you know, with the pancakes and the hoisin.
No,
Oh my god. The things that they put the dead cats in those. Well, lemon chicken. Lemon chicken.
Oh, that takes ages.
Crispy fried squid. Crispy fried, have you tried crispy fried squid?
I don't want to.
You put it in your mouth, it's an orgasm. It's an orgasm.
Do you want to go?
Yeah, sure.
How do you play?
Sure, I don't know, huh?
No. Well, you get this white ball and you knock it into the colours and then they go down the holes. Well, I'll let you have that one. You're on reds. Next time, try using this.
Do you know crispy wontons?
Sometimes we're just going next door for pizza.
Crispy wontons, hot and sour soup, crab and sweet corn soup, chow mein, noodles, special fried noodles, you know, with a little bit of red bits of meat in them.
I don't like them.
No, they're nice, they're great, trust me. I mean, your mouth will love you.
I'm going to go and get another round. It's going to be a long night.
They do chips at the pizza.
Excuse me. I need to talk to you. It's about your father.
You must have read about me in the paper then. That's like mine.
You can't talk in here. Should we go outside?
Yeah.
Bring his taste up.
There's that fancy French restaurant that's just opened, isn't there?
Later.
Do they do expensive food?
They do lobster there.
That's expensive.
We could do that.
Where's Jim?
Shall we go look?
Lobster? Are we agreed now?
Well, if we try it, if we don't like it, we can go for a pizza.
Los muertos.
You've had enough. No, you've had enough. No, sit down.
I want a drink.
Sit down. Oh, Al, get rid of him.
So, what's this all about?
Justice.
I see the little pig made it inside his house of stone. And we'll huff and we'll puff and we'll blow your house down.
This is the way of things. Everything starts with blood. Blood is what makes me who I am, and you who you are. Your blood is contaminated with guilt, Moss.
What do you want from me?
Your life. Come with us now. The dead may as well walk with the dead, and easier sooner than later. As you like.
How much you managed to scrounge today then?
No, 6, 7 quid.
6 or 7 quid? That's all right. We'll take that round the corner and get a couple of bottles.
No way! Look, I haven't eaten for ages, yeah? You don't come round here and tell me what to do with my money that I've been out there pouncing all day and you're just sitting in.
We should have had him. We would have had him if you hadn't been toying with him.
I find it makes the hunt more challenging if you give the quarry some leeway.
This is not sport, Paco. This is a blood hunt.
So, we'll hunt him tomorrow.
I wanted him tonight.
You'll have to wait then, won't you?
Hey! Hey! What's done is done. I'm hungry.
We all are. Hoped we could finish this before we needed to feed. Since we haven't.
We got a laugh on it.
Get up! Don't bloody tell me what's to do with my money. Get out!
Get stuffed.
Pockets. Crap. Oh, shit! Oh, no!
And so that was that. He's taken off with what was left of the money, and I don't know where he's gone. And on top of that, half the police force in England are out looking for me. And see, it won't matter to them that I was only driving the car, because a policeman got shot, and they'd have to pin it on somebody. And they're not going to catch Matt, because he's got the sort of money you need to disappear properly. So they're going to pin it on me. I might as well be dead.
Believe me, I can help.
Not in the long term anyway, it always comes back after a while, blank in my head, and this desire for it all to end. I've run out of reasons to go on. I can't even convince myself there's hope. How can I expect you to? It's best just to give up. I'm too weak to go on. Too weak even to end it for myself.
Given everything you've said, I'd like to suggest something that we don't normally do. I'd like to meet with you.
Jim?
think I'm losing my mind.
Patrick's dead.
Christ. They're real.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're real, yeah. That's not all they are. Did they give you that?
No, it belonged to my father.
This is starting to make sense.
Yeah? Great. I'm going to call the police.
No, Jim. Police are looking for you.
Oh, great, fine, I'm looking for them. 3 armed psychos tried to kill me last night.
But Patrick died, and you were the last person with him, and...
Surely you're not saying that they think I did it. I was Patrick's best friend. I knew him.
Shut up and listen! One of those guys, last night, said something to me. I wasn't really paying attention to what he said, because we were in the bog, and I saw him. He was right in front of a mirror, and he didn't have a reflection. Listen! I'm not pissing you about. What he said was, "Non da con los muertos." It means don't walk with the dead. It's a warning. When the Drell Vorgora were hunting somebody, they used to say that. It means that this person is as good as dead, and anyone with them is as good as dead as well. So keep away. It was about you, Jim. They were hunting you.
Yeah, I noticed. What did you say? The Drell
Vorgora. There was this monk, this guy, the Tormes, I think it was. I read a bit about him last term. He lived with these people, and they christened them that. The Drell Vorgora, it means blood tribe. Just the tribe. Blood was their culture. It was their food, and so everything revolved around that. And guilt was in blood as well for them. I mean, if someone committed a crime, then they wouldn't just have to be punished, but all their relatives would have to be punished, and their children, and on and on.
My father was an anthropologist. So he commits some sin against the tribe, and I'm responsible too. You know what you're saying to me, don't you?
What happened last night, exactly?
Oh, I ran. I ran as fast as I could. I came through the front door at about 90 miles an hour.
Yeah. And then?
I just stopped at the doorway. Didn't even come in. I mean, the door wasn't even open.
They can't go into private property.
Well, how did they get into the pit then?
Think that the pit's a pub, yeah? Public house, public.
And another thing about last night. Why didn't anyone else call the police? I must have looked half scared to death running along with 3 armed maniacs chasing me.
How should I know? Look, we need more information. I mean, I don't know enough about this. We'll go to the library, see if we can find this book the Tormes guy wrote. Yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
Good morning. How can I help you?
We would like to exchange some of our money for local money.
Certainly, sir. We can arrange a foreign exchange at very reasonable rates, or we can offer you an FX account and you can exchange your money on a daily basis. Which would you prefer?
Which would you recommend?
Well, that depends on how long you intend staying in this country and how much money is involved.
Quite a lot, actually. There's something expensive we need to buy.
Ah, I'd recommend the FX account then.
That'll be fine.
Will you be making a cash deposit or cheque?
Oh, cash.
Look at this. The Tormes claimed all sorts of phenomenal traits for his Drell Vorgora, but the most imaginative was surely that what he referred to as the hunter's veil. This he claimed was an ability possessed only by the warriors of the tribe, allowed the warriors to become invisible to anyone but their quarry. He labelled this quality the most perfect camouflage in nature and believed it to be psychic in origin. Given that the local Andeans shared the Tormes' beliefs, both in the Drell Vorgora and in the Hunter's Vale, it's easy to see how the motto "Non dar con los muertos," don't walk with the dead, became a byword for survival. Anyone unfortunate enough to cross the tribe, there would be no hope.
So that's why no one called the police. All they saw was me running away like a madman from absolutely nothing.
Away
from murder scene. This gets better all the time. Perhaps in keeping with the high regard he afforded his inventions, de Tormes claimed that, unlike their counterparts in European culture, the Drell Vorgora were not harmed by sunlight. They were, he said, naturally nocturnal, and so were averse to daylight. But not hurt by it, and certainly not killed by it.
It doesn't mean they know where we are. I mean, you're being paranoid. He doesn't know you're here.
De Tormes believed the Drell Vorgora to be very powerful, physically, and capable of hunting prey even from a distance. They did this by focusing on their quarry's beat, a term which de Tormes clearly intended to refer to an individual's psyche as much as their heartbeat.
Hey, don't know who it is, but he's got a good beat. Sorry.
Often the tribe warriors would use an object in the possession of the prey as a focus for homing in on their beat. This is why de Tormes claimed that for the transgressor there could be no escape and no place of safety from the Drell Vorgora.
Doesn't necessarily mean everything he said was right.
And if he did, they could be here right now.
Yes?
Right now.
Jim, where are you going? Jim!
I'm gonna take a look.
Oh, yo, what do you do if you find them, huh?
Run away. They're here.
Door, go on!
Hello?
Jim, it's Leo.
Did you get the rifles from your uncle?
No, he's away. He's out of the country. He's on business or something.
Oh, brilliant. Look, we need some weapons, okay? Anything. Do you know anybody who's got absolutely anything whatsoever?
No, no one.
All right, well, get round here as quickly as you can.
Well, look, I've been thinking about that. Don't take this the wrong way, Jim, but I don't think I should come to your place.
Well, why?
Well, think about it, Jim. What we discovered at the library, these guys can find you anywhere. That, like the book said, no place of safety. And if I'm with you, then I die too, right? That's why one of them warned me off last night. Maybe it's too late already. Maybe they're hunting me as well.
But on the basis that they're not, you're going to leave me to fend for myself. Is that it?
Do you blame me? I'm sorry, but look, the truth is I'm scared shitless. What would you do in my position? Look, I'm getting out of here. I'm going to catch a plane to France. I'm going to join up with my brother and myself. I'd do the same thing if I were you. Look, just stay in the house. They can't get you there. Make all your arrangements from there, all right?
Oh, your concern is touching.
Well, what do you expect from me? I'm not a warrior. I'm just an ordinary bloke like you. I don't have all the answers, all right?
Leo? Leo? Leo!
Moss, you were reading de Tormes' book in the library. We saw it. De Tormes wrote that we cannot enter private property without the owner's permission. which is correct. The thing is, though, that today we bought this house.
He's on private land.
Help me,
Right, right. You in trouble with the police?
No. Well, yes, maybe.
Was it them chasing?
No,
Calm down. Calm down. What's your name, son?
Jim.
Jim. Calm down, Jim. Right, come on. Come on.
Here are some of his possessions.
Good. Get some rest. We'll start at midnight.
So do I merit some kind of an explanation?
You'd be better off not knowing.
Why don't you let me be the judge of that?
You wouldn't believe me anyway. Do you believe in demons, Father?
Is that relevant?
Yes, it is.
It's not a discussion on theology you want, is it? You on drugs?
No. But not demons with pointed horns and forked tails. But demons that can't be stopped. Demons that will find you anywhere you go. Demons that kill.
So what do they look like, these demons?
Pretty much like everyone else. Most of the time.
All right. I believe you. I do believe you. There's a spare room up the stairs. You can stay here the night if you want. I promise I won't call the cops. I can't stand the bastards myself.
I could sleep here.
Best thing for you.
Not if they find me in my sleep, it won't be.
The room's upstairs, past the bathroom.
One more thing, Father.
Mm-hmm.
I know all of this is in my head as far as you're concerned. But should they come, should these fantasies of mine happen to show up and prove you wrong, don't help me. Don't try to stop them. They'll kill you if you do. I can't be responsible for anyone else's death. Okay?
Okay. So nobody of that description's gone missing from the unit? Well, yes, I think he may be mentally unsound. Or he's just on a bad trip. No, I'm not going to tell you my name. You call the police. Well, yes, I am aware of how serious this could be. You could say I'm in the community care business myself. I appreciate your concern fully, and I share it. Well, you just have to trust me, won't you? Yes. No. Thank you for your help. Good night. What on earth's going on?
I've got to get out of here. They found me again.
Are you sure? Where are you going?
That's safer if you don't know.
Fair enough. I found this. I think it's yours.
Good luck, son. And to you, Father. Remember what I said.
Good evening, Father.
You startled me. It's late. Can I help you?
Yes, I hope you can help us.
We're looking for someone.
We were hoping you'd seen him.
Who are you?
Sinners. Marco.
Michael.
Juan.
And you are the Reverend Father Michael O'Connor.
How'd you know my name?
It's on the plaque. By the door?
Oh, yes, of course. Plaque.
I thought it was customary for gentlemen to remove their hats in these places.
As you can see, we're not open for business. Besides, this is an unusual evening. I may have to flee for my life.
About that man, Father.
About 25. So high. And wearing a leather jacket.
It's very important that we find him.
A matter of life and death.
Whose?
His.
Father, he has been here.
I didn't say he hadn't.
Just as well you didn't. I can smell his scent on your clothes still.
So you're a bloodhound?
Marco, you're forgetting he's human. Man the blind ape, remember? No sense of smell, no night sight. Couldn't hear a three-legged bear coming over dry bracken. You humans. You strut around like kings of the world, full of pride and arrogance, looking at the things you've gained, never once thinking about what you've lost. Let me show you what mankind has lost, Father. You've eaten meat today. Pork. You washed your hands with soap within the last hour. You touched a stranger's tears sometime earlier. And your blood group is rhesus A negative.
Let's play a game.
I'm listening to your heartbeat now, Father. It's a good, strong one. When you lie, you see, your heartbeat jumps. It's a stress reaction, because the natural thing is to tell the truth. Always. Don't believe me? Make some statements and I'll tell you if you're lying.
I am the appointed priest of this parish.
Truth. But too easy. Give me something a little more adventurous.
My mother was from Connecticut in the United States.
Truth.
My father was from Ireland.
Truth.
When I was 15, I had sexual relations with my best friend's mother.
Truth. Father, where is James Moss?
I don't know.
Truth.
What are you?
Not your kind. Nothing like your kind.
We're of an old people, closely related to mankind, but different in many ways. Mankind hates what is different, doesn't he?
I don't know what you mean.
You're a priest, Father. I would expect you to know more about human nature than most. Don't you agree that mankind hates whatever it cannot understand or control?
You have a dark outlook on human nature. Must be a very lonely existence.
No. We have each other, and we're as close as brothers. Do you have any brothers or sisters, Father?
No, none.
Lie.
Father, you don't know where James Moss is. We have that much in common. Since we have nowhere to go on this cold night, do you mind if we stay here? After all, it's possible that he'll return so that we can finish our business with him.
I don't know what your intentions toward that young man are. But yes, the church is a safe haven for all, so you may stay. Somehow I doubt you would have gone even if I'd asked you to.
You might be right. I'm glad it didn't come to that. Paco, go lock the front door. Father, it's cold in here. You should go somewhere warmer. You could catch your death.
You're running from the police, aren't you?
That's part of it. It's not just the police.
I know how close you were to Patrick. I know you didn't kill him. Are you scared, is that it?
Very. But not how you think.
I don't know what to think, because you're not telling me anything.
Listen to me. I didn't kill him, okay?
Whoever did is still out there.
I know who killed him.
You do? Then why don't you go to the police? Has Leo set you up for this?
Leo's dead. And I'll be dead too if I don't get out of the country quickly. I need some money, Kate, and I don't dare go near mine. Listen, I need this money. I'm not mad, and I'm not exaggerating. I have to get abroad. It's the only way I can survive.
You're going away. Great. Bye, Kate. See you sometime, maybe. And leave all your responsibilities behind.
What responsibilities? Patrick and Leo are dead.
I'm pregnant. I should be grateful you haven't said how. Something that should have worked didn't.
How long?
About 9 weeks. I found out after we just split up.
Why didn't you tell me?
What's the point, Jim? The whole reason I finished it was because you couldn't handle your own life. How are you going to handle somebody else's? What sort of father you were going to be? Everything was going so well, and you go and do this. I was going to tell you. How is it going to sound? Oh, by the way, Jim, now you're rich. I'm pregnant.
I wouldn't have thought that. Not of you.
Doesn't matter. You're going away, you said so yourself.
Kate, you have to get rid of the baby.
What?
I know how this must sound, but trust me, you're in great danger while you're carrying my
Just
child.
because you don't want it doesn't mean I don't want it.
It's not like that.
Oh, it's not like that, right. I have to have an abortion, and you're not going to give me a reason for that either, are you?
Please, just listen
No!
to me.
I've heard quite enough. I want you to leave.
Not until I make you
Jim!
understand.
I want you to leave now. If you don't leave, I'll call the police.
Father, your heartbeat is slowing and your skin is cooling. You're in need of sleep. And you shouldn't smoke.
Why don't you people mind your own business?
Are you sure we count as people?
You look like people to me.
A noble viewpoint, Padre. I wish the Church had always been an institution of such tolerance. In the past, you were responsible for the persecution of our kind, almost to the point of extinction. Even now, there are few of us left. I take it you've heard of the Inquisition?
Of course.
We lived through it. Many of our kindred were not so lucky.
So now you hold every priest responsible for that atrocity. Is that right?
By our law, you are no more responsible for those times than a sparrow is for the actions of a hawk. There's no bloodline.
Bloodline? You mean blood relation?
The only bond that has any meaning.
So that's why you're hunting the boy. For a crime some relative of his committed.
That's right.
That's monstrous.
But we are monsters. Even in your dreams, we are monsters.
Consider this. It is our law that guilt is hereditary, passed down through the generations like a disease. And so, to cleanse a transgression, an entire bloodline must be punished. You call our law monstrous, but if you could implement it in your society, you'd create order overnight.
If you know that your actions are carried by your whole family, you consider them deeply before you act.
That's your true disease, Father. Individualism. The idea that you somehow are special. That's not how we think. We're a tribe. Any one of us would give our lives to save the rest. It's the only way.
So, how do you think your motley species matches up now, Father?
It sounds as though you don't have anything good to say about human beings.
You taste all right.
Would it make you nervous to know that we subsist on human beings? On their blood?
Why would it? There are no maybes here. Sweet God, you do, don't you?
Not always.
But you have. Recently.
Oh, yes.
Are you so appalled, Father, because of how we feed? If you've eaten meat, then you've consumed the blood of another animal. Or is it because we eat only blood and not meat with it? Or is it because we dare to prey on humans? Is that our unforgivable sin? To hunt the beast that hunts everything else?
Mankind was not put on earth to feed you.
But we pray for need. Not for pride or vanity.
And not on the fit and healthy. We weed out the sick and weak as predators should. Would you consider it more proper if we were to hunt down the young, fit and vital, because we most certainly could? What would that be? Fairer? More of a challenge? You just don't understand, do you? Just as our animal brothers hunt down the weak prey, so do we. We kill those who have made themselves prey, who have chosen to die or whom your society has made outcasts.
Like the homeless.
Yes, like the homeless.
They don't deserve to die because they have no home.
They don't deserve to starve either, but they do.
And so would we if we did not feed. Much like you, Father, we have not made this world. We simply live in it, by our own rules.
We're wasting time talking to this cleric. We should be hunting.
What's going on?
He bled on the necklace, and that's all we need.
Interesting reading.
Nice haircut, Mr. Ian Moss. So why did you say it was me?
Providence, Jim. Providence. It's a legal term, and what it means is you look before you leap. And if there's someone standing next to you, you throw them down the hole to see what happens to them. Providence. You see, this is how it was. I found out about Daddy's money, and I knew I could prove I was his heir. But there was a problem. There always is. There was a curse attached, you see. You know. Evil will befall you, that kind of thing. Whatever. And because I wanted to show providence, it made much more sense for me to find someone, a victim, who I could throw in the water to test it. That's where you came in. You were a son, which was ideal. You're an orphan like me, malleable. You see, all the papers I showed you were falsified. I know, because I falsified them. God knows, they probably stand up in court. Because I'm very good at what I do. Anyway, it seems I was right to be concerned. Because your life hasn't exactly been a bed of roses since I started the reclamation inquiries, has it? I've been following it in the papers. Extraordinary. What has been going on?
I bet you'd like to know.
Yes, I would. It's very important to me.
Do you know what you have done to my life?
I bet I could make it worse, Jimbo. Yes, it's real, all right. Do you want me to shoot you in the leg or something to prove it? No? Excellent. Back to business then. You see, I need to know what's going on, because I intend to claim my inheritance. I just have to get rid of these false papers and replace them with the real ones. And that's that. Your word against mine that anything was ever discussed. Since there's no evidence, we gave you a cash check, remember, huh? Sneaky. So that's my situation. Now let's look at yours. You've broken into these offices at night. And I've arrived here because the burglar alarms are connected to my flat. So here we are. So here we meet. The respectable lawyer and the murder suspect. You see what I'm saying, don't you, Jim? Sure, I'd have to come up with some story why I was armed, but that's not too much of a problem. Basically, all the pieces are here. I could kill you any time I wanted.
Then you'd never find out what has been happening.
I could find someone else to use.
What if it went wrong? If a police investigation brought it back to you again? Too much of a coincidence.
Okay. Point made. I can't kill you straight off. But I can hurt you, though.
Okay, I'll tell you. I just have to make a phone call, and I can put you through to somebody who can explain everything.
Oh no, Jim, no. You're gonna have to do better than that. What a feeble life.
But it's true, I hardly know anything. I have this contact who reaches me by telephone.
So when did you meet this man then?
I haven't met him.
So how did he contact you, and why?
Oh, I don't know. He contacted me just after we had met for the first time. He knows everything about the inheritance.
Preposterous.
Look, what have you got to lose by just letting me use the phone while you're watching me?
True. Use the telephone, put it on hands-free so I can hear everything, and don't say a word until I tell you it's okay.
Can I use the phone book?
You don't know this all-important number?
Well, I've only called him twice.
All right.
I'm not Moss.
Obviously. Steady, Jim. Nice move with the fax machine. Lovely. Admire it. But the game's over, and you lost.
I'm not Moss.
No, you're not.
You're Alexander Moss's son.
Yes, I'm Ian Moss. We've discussed this already. You're becoming tiresome and boring.
It's funny, isn't it?
What's funny, Jim?
That this company's policy is to welcome everyone.
That's right.
Jesus! Jesus, calm down. Come in here. I've been looking for you. I thought you'd be stupid enough to come here. Look, I'm sorry what I said last night. Look, I'll help you any way I can. If you need to get out of the country, I'll help you do that as well.
Thanks, but I don't have to get out of the country now. It's over.
You're going to tell me what it was then?
Yeah? I wonder what she called the baby.
Look, just because I took some of the stuff back, I haven't taken all of it back. I still think you're immature for fatherhood. You do remember me saying that, don't you?
Yeah, sure. We're just disregarding it, that's all.
Damn you, you're not listening to me.
What's the time?
6:30.
Is that a Rolex?
Yeah?
How did you afford that?
It was a present from my brother.
Must be able to afford it, must be pretty rich.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know you had a brother.
Yeah, he's a lawyer.
What's his name?
Steve Hall.
She's a moss. She's pregnant. Yours?
She's part of your bloodline. The trail of guilt's ended.
What's this?
Recompense.
And what do I do when she wakes up in the middle of the night screaming?
Tell her to pray, if it helps.
emeralds, holding on to flaccid shells. Rules are written in black and white. There's no falling nature. They've watched our ways of necessity. No taste to bitter recipe. Fortune sneers, no apologies. There's no falling nature. Retreat from nature. Retreat from nature. Retreat from nature. Retreat from nature. From nature. Retreat from nature. From nature. Retreat from nature.